What's up, Keep Pounding crew? Back today with another video. Keep Pounding! This is the post game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, Week 10. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, select all, and leave a comment down below. Let's dive on in. Buccaneers absolutely destroyed us. We lost by 23 points today. And I gotta say, I'm not too pleased with what I saw. We got lazy, we didn't show much effort, and it showed in the second half. What more can you really expect from the first half? We played well, we did what we were supposed to do, we got everything done, and we just couldn't get it finished. We couldn't finish. It's like the second half we just decided to come out and just not do anything that we had learned. And the execution was bad. And Matt Rule said it himself. It was embarrassing. It really was. And that's an unacceptable loss considering what we've been through this year and what we've accomplished. And I'm not going to be like one of those people that's just chalking this loss up as one of those, oh, well, this is just one of many that we should have, that we're going to be taking an L on and it's just part of the process. Nah, not this time. Not this time. And the reason I say that is because this team has so much potential and they showed it last week. There is no reason why we should come out in the second half playing like that. Absolutely none. There's no excuses, nothing that can be thrown out there to show people, oh, hey, this is a rebuilding year. This is, this or that. Nah, stop making excuses. This is not a game for excuses. We should not have lost by that many points. Now, granted, we probably should have lost, but by that many? Really? I'm unhappy. As I know many Panthers fans are right now. They're all looking for answers. They're all looking to fire somebody or get somebody cut. And that's not the answer either. We just have to regain our spirit. We have to regain our spirit. We have to regain who we are as a team. And it starts with mentality. I mentioned this in the before video. If people were paying attention to that, I mentioned it in the live streams. It's the mentality. We're not mentally prepared for these games for all four quarters. And guess again, we got another 0 quarter for the third quarter. What have I been saying? Every single game we get one game where we have a goose egg on offense. And we did it again. But this time, our defense let us down, as well as our offense. And when both let us down, and people aren't executing, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, there is heck to pay on the scoreboard. And you see it. You see it, folks. All right, so we're going to go through each one of these position by position. But first, I want to talk about Zach Kerr. This man knew he should not have been jogging onto the field on that special teams field goal. Can't have that. Then, he gets a holding penalty as well during the game, which really, really frustrated everybody, including myself. You can't have that, bro. then we're looking at 2 timeouts wasted before halftime. 2 wasted. One because of play clock, because of Teddy, the ongoing problem as usual, which he did fix it for the most part. And 2, because of Zach Kerr being dumb and jogging out there to special teams field goal unit. That's not acceptable. Stop wasting timeouts. Precious timeouts, by the way, that could have gotten us points towards halftime. Granted, we may have only gotten 3 out of it, and that's despite whatever ruling the refs had on the wide receiver catch, on the DJ Moore catch. But the penalties have got to stop. The stupid penalties have got to stop. And it's killing us. One of those penalties continued to drive for Tampa Bay today. They got 4 first downs. 4 off of our penalties. Out of our 5 penalties, they got 4 that continued their drives. Are you kidding me with that? It's not acceptable. Not acceptable. All right, so let's get into this. Quarterback B, I saw some good throws from Teddy. I saw a few bad ones as well, but overall Teddy was all right. Running back B plus. You know, what more can you ask from Mike, really, except for what he gave you? Wide receivers B plus, with the exception of the fact that they're not getting open enough. And realistically, we're looking at an offense that could be better, but it's not. Because we're resorting to the short passes, we're resorting to the checkdowns all the time. Why? Because these guys are not getting open. So B plus. Tight end B. Ian Thomas had a good catch and made an impact. O-line C plus. Now, I saw a lot of quarterback pressures today. Now, granted, some of that was the Tampa Bay defensive pass rush, and the rest of it was just our O-line being what they are, average to below average. And I would say below average, nearly trash, really, is more accurate. I was not happy when 73 let go of his block and Teddy got injured. That really, really put a burr under my saddle, to put it lightly. When is enough with the offensive line? When are we going to fix this line and stop putting our quarterbacks on the IR and on the hospital beds? You know, when are we going to fix this, management? Is it going to be in the next 5 years? Because Panthers fans have waited long enough for this crap. Honestly, we have. Enough is enough. That's yet another quarterback on the IR, possibly. So defensive end B. I thought we got some good pressure on Brady today. We got past that line. We did good. Not great, but Brian Burns shouldn't be doing this by himself, you know? That's the thing. So we need to draft a defensive end that really matches him and complements him. That's what I'm thinking. Defensive tackle B minus. Uh, I was not happy with Zach Kerr, and I took it out on that grade right there because that's what he is. He's a defensive tackle. He also gave up a couple of big runs too. So, cornerback C plus. Garbage quarter play today. Garbage. Granted, some of these mistakes were zone defense created by Phil Snow, but the majority of it, you had a chance for a pick, you had a chance for a pass deflection, you had a chance to cover these guys, and you're out of position. It's Douglas and Troy Pride Jr. are the ones that are guilty, really. Corn Elder, yeah, he shares some of the guilt as well, but mostly Troy Pride Jr. and Douglas today. And that's a surprise because Douglas has been having a pretty decent season. I see some potential there. I see a lot of hope with him for the future, but not when he plays like that. So, step it up. Free safety, B minus. Same old Trey Boston from back in the day. Resurfaced today. And just looked lazy out there, taking plays off. Just, come on, Trey. If y'all thought he was bad today, you haven't seen him 5 years ago. Honestly. If y'all thought he was bad in this game, you haven't seen him 5 years ago. Because he was awful. He was atrocious. I mean, I was dogging him every video. Just about. And I really don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy. But you put me in a position, I'm going to throw you under the bus as a player. If you play like crap, I'm going to call you out. That's just the way it is. I'm realistic like that. I say it like it is. And I'm not going to hold back. That's what my channel is, So, that's how I run things here. But, strong safety, Jeremy Chin, B. Jeremy Chin wasn't really involved that much today. So, I cut him a break because he just came off of an injury. But, it's tough to come back in after an injury and really produce like you did before. So I give him a break there. Special teams B. We have more fake punts than anyone in the league. What does that tell you? That tells you that we do not trust our defense right now. We don't trust our defense. And our offense is not getting it done. So, that being considered, you can't just do a fake punt every single game and expect it to work. Teams are looking for it now. This is the NFL. This isn't college. You can't just do it every week and just be like, oh, well, we'll do it at this random time when no one expects it. Every single game, people are going to be looking for it for the entire game. Every time you punt from this point forward. These guys are grown men. They're smart. They study film. You can't do that. So, then we get into coaching. Coaching's a B plus. I was not real hesitant to take off a little bit of a grade there because of I'll be honest there. I'd be willing to go A-, but you know, this game is mostly on Phil Snow and Joe Brady, really. Uh, and Teddy, of course, too. So when you look at what we could have done, coaching wise, I respect the aggressiveness, but in some cases it's not necessary. Like the 4th and 3 that we went for on our own 21-yard line. Hmm. Hmm. That game, the game was already over by that point. It was like 5 minutes left. Game's over. Why not just punt it? Why not just save yourself some trouble and punt it? I mean, what? Why give the ball back on their 30-yard line unless you're trying to get them to score faster? At that point, like I just don't get it. You're giving away points at that point in the game. It makes no sense to me. So that's coaching, and I had to take some points off there. But play calling C+, unimaginative, and just boring in general. We had a few good deep passes, but where's the medium ones? Where's the mediums? You can't just rely on the short pass and a few deep bomb passes, and expect that to be what your offense is. Where's the medium passes? We got to start hitting some of these guys over the middle. And when the defenses start seeing the film and seeing short pass, short pass, short pass, short pass, oh, random deep ball that randomly works out of nowhere, but you throw like 4 of them, that's not enough. That's not enough. And I respect Teddy for throwing those deep balls, man. We had enough protection to throw those deep balls, so credits to the O-line on that. But, if anybody thinks that Teddy can't throw deep balls, you're wrong, because he just proved it today. However, we don't have enough medium passes. And that's my issue. Because the defenses will start pushing up and putting people in the box and spreading them back out once you snap the ball, and you'll have like a cloud defense type thing. Forgive my ignorance of defense and schemes and all that, because I'm not real knowledgeable about this stuff, but you think, well, they're going to play the short pass. They're going to put man on man on the short pass. And they're going to make you beat them with the short pass if you do that. It's basic concepts, And the same could be said if you play a zone. Teams are just going to go zip, 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 short passes all the way up the field and just eat up the clock. You can't have that, Phil. You can't have that, man. It doesn't work in the NFL. It does not work. Maybe with some players, but it's not good enough. You got to put some of these players in man-to-man situations. Make them fight. Make them earn it. And let's see what we've got on this team. You know what I mean? Like, don't patty cake it. That's why we're too afraid of giving up the big play, that we give up all the short plays, and then here comes a big run out of nowhere from their running back, and all of a sudden we're down 7 points. And it's not hard to figure out where our problems are on defense there. Tackling B-, I felt like we did good there. There's a lot of potential there. Um, but there was also some missed tackles as well. So we're going to have to work on that. Bottom line notes, we can't have another game like this. We can't play like this anymore. I think it's time to tank. I think it's time to use the word. And let's just keep learning from this team and learning it going into next week. You know, learn each week what can we do better and keep working on it. That being said, have a great week and keep pounding.